The financial costs of environmentally related health risks are generally in the range of 5 to 10% of gross domestic product, with air pollution taking the highest toll.
And if we do not change our consumption patterns, and the consumption patterns leads the production system. If we do not change the consumption patterns, very little can be accomplished. And the change of the consumption patterns is not just to us, governments, or international organizations. It's something that has to do with us, people, citizens, the common people in the streets.
Evidence exists, however, of the catalytic and multiple benefits of investing in environmental quality in terms of development, poverty reduction, resource security, reduced inequalities, and reduced risks to human health and well-being. There is growing evidence to suggest that exposure to natural environments can be associated with mental health benefits.
Of course, there are lots of issues when you come in with urbanization and health, but more importantly, urbanization and the environment. It creates lots of changes to the land use specifically. But more importantly, as you look at even air pollution and you think about Africa where we are, with 62% of urban population living in slums, it raises a number of different questions, what is happening within those contexts and within those settings. And we've been able to highlight a lot of the unique vulnerabilities that the urban poor will face, particularly with respect to air pollution, to environmental health challenges, whether you look at water and sanitation and all of this. So the coming together of all this creates new realities that we have to face and work with. So within the region, how are we responding to this? We feel that one of the areas we need to do is to at least create awareness. Awareness at the individual level, because we as humans, it is our action as individuals, as households, as communities, and as nations that is driving the changes that we see in the environment. How do we recognize that? And how do we act at these various levels to take on the right action that can then improve our health within the limits of our environment?
Clean air and water, sanitation and green spaces, as well as safe workplaces, can enhance people's quality of life. Reduced mortality and morbidity, healthier lifestyles, improved productivity of workers and their families, improved lives of women, children and elderly are crucial to mental health. The United Nations reports that mental health issues rank among the 10 largest non-fatal threats in most countries.
Ecosystem degradation impacts both human health and biodiversity. But healthy ecosystems are important in themselves to keep us healthy. So there's a growing literature showing that just having access to nature, just having access to parks, to green areas, and especially now that most people in the world live in urban areas, is critical for our body and mental health. So there's an increasing body of scientific literature on that. For example, showing that in hospitals, patients can recover faster and better if they have access to green areas. So this is quite important, and of course the SDGs also reflect on this, on the goal on sustainable cities. So it's just to say that the interlinkages between the environment and human health are huge, and we need to see the health sector pay more attention to prevention of illness and diseases than they have done so far.
And there is growing evidence to suggest that exposure to natural environments can be associated with mental health benefits. Proximity to green space has been associated with lower levels of stress and reduced symptomologies for depression and anxiety, while interacting with nature can improve cognition for children with attention deficits and individuals with depression. A 2014 epidemiological study has shown that people who move to greener urban areas benefit from sustained improvements in their mental health.
With climate change and globalization, the risk of spread of diseases is greater than ever. And the need to enhance prevention to avoid the spread of diseases or the vectors of diseases is greater than ever.
Evidence exists, however, of the catalytic and multiple benefits of investing in environmental quality in terms of development, poverty reduction, resource security, reduced inequities, and reduced risks to human health and well-being. Benefits from eliminating lead in gasoline on a global scale have been estimated at $2.45 trillion per year, or 4% of the global gross domestic product. Preventing and